Question 351. What type of loan program provides 100% financing in rural or farm communities and areas? That would be the USDA loans. Question 352. If a credit report doesn't show the required minimum payment amount, the lender must use what for underwriting purposes? The lender must use 5% of the outstanding balance. Question 353. If a borrower rents a room for $1,500 a month, how much would the underwriter count as income? They would count $1,125. Please look at the calculation below. Question 354. If a borrower receives $1,500 a month child support income, how much would the underwriter count as income? That would be $1,875. Please look at the calculation below. Question 355. If the borrower receives $1,200 a month Social Security income, SSI, how much would the underwriter count as income? That would be $1,500. Please look at the calculation below. Question 356. Calculate 3 points if the loan amount is $500,000 and the sale price is $525,000. That answer would be $15,000. Please look at the calculation below. Question 357. On a conventional loan, where the borrower is making a down payment of $20,000, how much of the down payment must be from the borrower's own funds? That would be $1,000. Please look at the calculation below. Question 358. An individual that meets the definition of a loan originator or works for a bank is called what? That answer is a registered loan originator. Question 359. To be approved as a loan originator, a licensee must not have been found guilty of any felony in the past how many years? That would be the past 7 years. Question 360. The only exception to a person being granted a license if he or she has been found guilty of a felony in the past 7 years, or if the felony deals with money crimes, is if he or she has received a what? That would be a pardon. Question 361. What are the 3 protection options each state must have in place for loan originators? That would be minimum net worth, surety bond, or reserve account. Question 362. What is the penalty for violating the SAFE Act? That would be $28,474 as of January 12, 2018. Previously, it was $25,000. Question 363. When must the borrower receive the initial escrow account disclosure? They must receive it within 45 days after closing if it was not received at the closing. Question 364. When must the borrower receive the Affiliate Business Arrangement Disclosure, AFBA? That must be received when the referral is made immediately, if not then, prior to doc signing. Immediately supersedes any other valid answer. Question 365. When must the borrower receive the privacy policy notice? At first contact, and then thereafter once a year, as long as he or she remains a customer. Question 366. An applicant is purchasing a home for $100,000 utilizing FHA financing. The home appraises for $98,000. What is the minimum dollar amount that the borrower must contribute as a down payment on this transaction? That would be $98,000. Take the $98,000 times the 3.5%. Question 367. How long would an unpaid tax lien remain on a consumer's credit report? That will remain there forever, hence the word unpaid. Question 368. What is the penalty for knowingly violating the THURS rules? That will be $1 million per day for violating THURS Integrated Disclosure Rules, also known as THRID. Question 369. What are the two agencies that created the NMLS system? This is a different question, not asking what created the CFPB. That would be the AARMR and the CSBS, American Association of Residential Mortgage Regulators, and the Conference of State Bank Supervisors. Question 370. Mary wants to obtain FHA insured financing on her primary home. Her housing expense will be $800.65. She also has the following debt: $192.65 for an auto payment and $40 credit card account. Based on her debt, what would be Mary's required stable monthly income to qualify for this loan using the total debt to income ratio? That would be $2,403.02. You must know the ratios for FHA to do this problem. The back end total DTI for FHA is 43%. So you take $800.65 plus $192.65 plus the $40, that will equal $1,033.30. Then you take the $1,033.30, divide that by 43%, and you would get $2,403.02. Question 371. For an ARM, an introductory rate that is lower than the fully indexed rate at the time of closing is called what type of a rate? That is called a teaser rate. Question 372. According to the TRIG rules, if the closing disclosure is mailed to the borrower, when is it considered received? It is considered 3 days after it was mailed or sent. Question 373. What is the formula for calculating the CLTV, the combined loan to value? That would be the first mortgage plus the second mortgage divided by the sales price or the appraised value, whichever one is lower. Question 374. What is the monthly PMI on a 90% loan-to-value loan for a property valued at $500,000 if the monthly PMI factor is 0.60%? That would be $225. You take the $500,000 times the 90%, then times that by the 0.60% and divide by 12. Question 375. Harold is refinancing his home. The property appraised for $260,000 and Harold's loan amount is $195,000. What is the loan to value for this transaction? That would be 75%. Question 376. What is the penalty when a loan applicant makes a false statement on the 1003? That applicant may face a 5-year jail term. Question 377. 3/1, 5/1, 7/1, and 10/1 arms. These are examples of what types of mortgage? These are adjustable rate mortgages in which rate is fixed for 3 years, 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year periods, respectively, but may adjust annually after that. Sometimes they are called hybrid arms. Question 378. What is the official name for the 1003 form? Form 1003 is also known as the Uniform Residential Loan Application, acronym URLA. Freddie Mac also uses the same application form, and it is known as the Freddie Mac Form 65. Question 379. What is a 1031 exchange? That is a tax-deferred exchange of like real estate used to offset or to avoid paying capital gain tax. 1031 exchange. Question 380. What is the name of the form that the IRS uses to retrieve past tax returns, W-2, and 1099 transcripts that are on file with the IRS? That is called the 4506T form. T for transcript. Question 381. What document is a summary of recorded transactions concerning a particular property? That document is called the Abstract of Title. Question 382. What is a clause or condition in a mortgage that gives the lender the right to require immediate repayment of the loan balance if regular mortgage payments are not made or for breach of other conditions of the mortgage? That will be called the acceleration clause. Question 383. Interest earned but not yet paid is called what? That is called accrued interest. Question 384. What is included in the acquisition cost? Included in the acquisition cost is the purchase price plus closing costs minus the seller credits. Question 385. What type of mortgage is a mortgage in which the interest rate is adjusted periodically based on a pre-selected index? That will be called the adjustable rate mortgage, the ARM. Question 386. An opinion of market value as of a specific date is known as what? That is known as the appraisal. Question 387. The date that the interest rate changes on an adjustable rate mortgage, the ARM, is known as what? That is known as the adjustment date. Question 388. The measurement of the full cost of a loan, including interest and loan fees, expressed as a yearly percentage rate, is known as what? That is known as the APR, the annual percentage rate. Question 389. If there is a greater than 1% ownership interest of a party in both the business referring out the service and the business receiving the referral, what document is required? That document required is called the Affiliate Business Arrangement, ABA. Question 390. Loan payment divided into equal periodic payments, calculated to pay off the debt at the end of a fixed period, including accrued interest on the outstanding balance, is known as what? That procedure is known as amortization. Question 391. What does a consumer reporting agency or bureau do? That is an organization that handles the preparation of reports used by lenders to determine a potential borrower's credit history. The agency gets data for these reports from a credit repository and other sources. The big three are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Question 392. What is a contingency? A contingency is a condition that must be satisfied before a contract is legally binding, before a sale can close. Real estate contracts often have a specific date or number of days in which the contingencies must be removed. Question 394. The "when your home is on the line" disclosure is required by which regulation? That would be TILA, Regulation Z. Question 394. What is a conventional loan? A conventional loan is a mortgage not insured by FHA or guaranteed by VA. Question 395. When would a conversion clause or option be used? That would be a provision in an ARM allowing the loan to be converted to a fixed rate at some point during the term. Usually conversion is allowed at the end of the first adjustment period. The conversion feature may cost extra money. Also, the conversion feature is referred to as a convertible ARM. Question 396. What is a conveyance? A conveyance is a transfer of deed or possibly a lease or mortgage. Question 397. Covenants, conditions, and restrictions, CC and Rs, are what type of documents? They are considered to be documents defining the use, requirements, and restrictions of a property. Question 398. What is a credit report? A credit report is a report documenting the credit history and current status of a borrower's credit rating or standing. Question 399. How long can a registered mortgage loan originator, MLO, who is transferring from a depository institution in order to become a state licensed MLO, mortgage loan originator, originate mortgages prior to completing their 20-hour course? They have 120 days. This is referred to as transitional authority. Question 400. What is a CRV? That is a certificate of reasonable value, a property appraisal performed by a VA approved appraiser that established the limit of the principal of the VA loan.